of special education. Special ed is a scam and a fraud. Now, don't get me wrong. You're talking to a certified school psychologist, 25 years. But guess what? The learning disability is real, but most black kids in special ed don't have one. They were put in there because white people don't want them in the class with white kids. Autism is real, but you got a lot of black kids who are not autistic who are being put in special ed because white people don't want black kids around their white kids. Emotional disturbance is real. Intellectual disability is real. ADHD, that's a scam. Ain't no daddy at home disorder. But the reason they're slapping these labels on these black kids is because the government says if they got a learning disability, they can be legally segregated. And check this out. If you legally segregate them, we're going to pay you money. Every time I qualify a child for special ed, guess what? The school gets a subsidy. Special ed is a business, bro. Special ed is a hustle. Special ed is a racket. And then you might say, well, wait a minute, Dr. Umar, what about inner city Atlanta where most of the kids are black? I mean, most of the teachers are probably black. How do you explain special ed in a black district with black teachers? Real simple. They need the money or they're too lazy to teach them. If I'm principal at the We Hate Black Kids middle school in Atlanta, and you one of my teachers and you send me 5 black boys and you say, Dr. Umar, they can't read. I got a decision to make. I know why they can't read, because I know they ain't been taught. He ain't got no reading disability, ain't got no math disability. He ain't been taught. But if I want to teach him, I got to spend money. If I special educate them, I get money. What do you think a lot of lazy ass black principals and teachers are doing? You think they're going to put the extra effort in to get them kids at the grade level? Hell no. They're going to send them to the school psychologist, which is what I am, get him evaluated, get him labeled, throw him in special ed jail, and make that money. And when he gets 17 years old, he'll cross the stage with a cap and gown, but he won't have a real diploma. He'll have a certificate of completion. Wasted 17 years of his life. His mother didn't even know that he wasn't even earning credits towards graduation. Special education is the fast track to the school to prison pipeline.
Now, if we fast forward to 2036, do you believe Black America will be stronger?
In 10 years?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna change that question. Can Black America be stronger? The right, excellent, honorable Marcus Garvey said, if we got to know ourselves today, we can have a new reality tomorrow. Can we be stronger in 10? We can be stronger in 5. Do we want to be? Because you can't do that chasing after white vagina. You can't do that moving into white neighborhoods. You can't do that giving all your money to black churches who don't build institutions. You can't do that with black men on the internet disrespecting black women like it's going out of style. You can't do that with black women spending the bulk of their disposable income on hair and beauty products. You see that? You got to have a transformation of consciousness. We can have a new reality in 5 years, brother. We don't need 10. But how many of us really want that? That's why when we open up the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, I'm going to start an African community for black people who want to be saved, not by Christ, but by themselves. You feel me? It's going to be a community, and you're going to pay into a membership. And with the money you pay into, we're going to build our own hospital. We're going to build our own bank. You understand what I'm saying? We're going to, for those who care, because the worst mistake we can make, you, me, this brother, them sisters, is try to save every black person. Not every black person want to be saved. You got Negroes in Georgia who are so in love with white people, if you tried to wake them up to black consciousness, they would take your life. So I'm not trying to save every black person. I'm trying to save the right person. I had somebody stop me at the airport a couple weeks ago. They said, Dr. Umar, how are we going to save our people? Time out. I am not trying to save all black people. I'm trying to save the right black people. You feel me? Some of these street corners, I can go on these corners and I can get these brothers off. And I'm the most popular scholar in the ghetto. But I can't save them all. Some of them brothers are married to that marijuana bag. They married to that bag of crack. They married to them guns. You understand? It ain't their fault. It ain't their fault. Their parents allowed them to get caught up into the crime cycle that the white man dropped off in the ghetto. It ain't their fault. But he can't be saved because he don't want to be. So the worst mistake you can make is thinking you're going to save all blacks. I don't want to save all blacks. I want to save the right blacks.
Yep. Now, who is really failing this right now? Leaders, celebrities, parents, or just everyday people?
Who is really
for the black community? Who is really failing this right now?
Okay,
Leaders,
in other words, working
parents,
against us.
Right.
Everybody. The question ain't who's felonious amongst black America. The question is who is authentically progressive. And do you know why I say authentically? Because in this black consciousness movement that we have, over which I am king of, a lot of people in it just to get paid. A lot of people in it just to get seen by Hollywood. A lot of people in it to get a name for themselves so they can run for public office. A lot of people in it just because they want some coochie. A lot of people just want to feed their ego. You understand me? There are very few people in black consciousness globally. I done been every continent. I done spoke on every continent. I could count on one hand the amount of people in the black consciousness movement on the planet Earth who I believe are sincere. I'm gonna give you 2 hands that are sincere. See, me, for whatever people may say about Dr. Umar, I live mines. I'm a doctor of clinical psychology. I could go to any mental health clinic right now and I could command no less than $250,000 a year salary plus incentives. You know how much money they paying out here to diagnose kids with ADHD? I can do that. You know how much money they paying out here to diagnose kids with learning disabilities and autisms? I can do that. I have the credentials to go and pimp black children to get rich. I can do it right now. But I am loyal to my race. There is no amount of money I can't be bought. I've had people come to me and try to get me to join little cliques and secret societies. I've had white people come to me and offer to make me rich. No. No, no, no. I'm going to do this my way, and I'm going to do it the right way, because everybody going to die one day. And when they put your ass in that pine box and they put you 6 feet in that ground, your car not going with you, your bank account not going with you, your Grammys ain't going with you. Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer in the history of the world, but when they put him in the pine box, he went without his awards, he went without his $1 billion status, he went without Neverland. You come into this world butt-ass naked by yourself, you leave this world butt-ass naked by yourself. So there is nothing no white man can ever offer me that get me to betray my people. And I say that because a lot of people will accuse me of being elitist or arrogant or selfish. They say, Dr. Umar don't work with nobody. Why he don't work with the other guys in the conscious community? You don't see it with him? You don't see it with him? Can I ask you a question? What work are they doing besides running their mouth and regurgitating my talking points? Ain't none of them trying to build nothing. Ain't none of them trying to change nothing. They're just running around the country talking. I do it too. But I also save children from the school to prison pipeline more than any psychologist in America. I do it too, but I'm also building a school that's going to change things for our people. You understand? I don't just talk.